Last year, the same time, 48 persons killed. To date, 48. That's quite a big number.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the issues or challenges perhaps that you can talk to us about this evening that concerns, or the concerns that road safety stakeholders, are faced with and have come across within the, terms of adherence to traffic regulations by the general public, by drivers, etc.?
We are inundated with reports of aggressive driving, reckless driving, more so risky road user behavior. There's a lot of circulation about videos of vehicles involved, drivers involved, and that situation is quite worrisome. Taking into account that the traffic volumes have increased, a lot of pedestrians, people movement, and within that condition, such behavior is quite scary. On the other part of drivers, of course, we have seen general ignorance and negligence, we can call it, in terms of unpreparedness. You have seen a lot of vehicles, license disc expired, drivers doing unauthorized trips, meaning they are in vehicles that are not authorized. So those are some of the observations that we have noted. Of course, the enforcement or the teams on the ground still continue to redress that situation at this point in time. Stakeholders, partners, sponsors this time around, or partners and sponsors, unless we know the pandemic or the scourge of the economic hardship that we have experienced, that still, of course, would pose a challenge on the much needed resources to roll out the plan according to what we have agreed.
Of course, this is not the first time we're talking road safety, and a lot of times when you look at the contributing factors to fatalities on the road, etc., one of the things that stands out is driver behavior and attitude. Now, when it comes to an attitude of a driver of a motor vehicle, how do you begin to change that?
To start with, a driving license is a privilege. It's not a right. Currently, that privilege is abused, misused. We have a system in place in terms of whether it's prosecution, magistracy, or even the Road Traffic Act in terms of the penalty clauses, which provides for suspension of driving licenses, which even provides for the revocation of driving licenses. So the deterrence element, it's definitely something that needs to be looked at. There are other components such as the demerit system or the point system that is long overdue, so that we can, the system can address issues of attitude and behavior. And those are some of the elements of the road safety management system, or the institutional framework, if we call it that way, that can address driver behavior and attitude, because it's likely to be the same drivers of last year, risky, aggressive, drunk driving, that are the same ones this year, because they know I can pay.
Yeah.
I can still do the same thing.
Yeah.
So the system needs to address that. And then, of course, we continually talk about self-policing and self-regulation, meaning some of those things can be addressed by institutions.